So I've had this power station, or as I call it, the Beast, since February of this year. So I suppose to finish off my ALLPOWERS series, I should probably do a little review of it. So the only two numbers that I need to tell you is that this is an 1800 watt power station, and that its total capacity is 1152 watt hours. And if you want to know more about what those two numbers mean, if you check out my R700 video, that will give you a little bit more detail as to how the whole watt hours and wattage capacity works. Well, I think the natural reaction when you get a high power station is to go out and think of as many high power items that you can think of to take with you car camping. But actually what I'm doing differently with this power station is that I'm using pretty much all the same equipment I bought to use with the R700. And the logic behind this is that if I use lower wattage items, then basically the capacity in this battery bank will last longer. And what I found is that on a standard solo overnight car camp, to do everything that I do, so electric kettle, electric cooker, charging my phone, my camera batteries and all that stuff, I use on average about 60% of the total capacity of the power bank. And that's the thing I've come to really like, is that I don't need to worry about power. So I can have that 7th cup of coffee, it doesn't matter, because I know there is plenty left. And even if for some weird reason I used a lot more of the battery capacity, well, ALLPOWERS also sent me the 12-volt car charger cable, so I can keep the power bank charged up on the go. And actually this is something which I've now come to learn, because what I now do is that when I leave a car camp, I put the battery bank on charge with the 12-volt, and essentially it's free power to recharge. So this power bank was also sent out with a 200 watt folding solar panel, and whilst on solo car camps I don't really need a solar panel, what I have found it exceptionally useful for is basically charging the power bank back up after a car camp. And the good thing is I haven't actually had to recharge this power bank via the mains at all since I've had it. Every time I've used it, I've recharged it via solar. So actually, you could almost say it's free electricity. And that actually leads quite nicely into another item I've got from ALLPOWERS that I still need to do a review on, and that is this. So these are 200 watt flexible solar panels, and the massive difference with these over the folding ones is that I can leave these outside permanently. And the Beast has another number of useful functions. I've used it to fix my mum and dad's garden fence, and I can even use it to mow the lawn. And going back to the idea of free power, well, if you were using the battery bank for these purposes and recharging via the solar, well, again, you could say it's free electricity, kind of. I know you've got to buy it first, but you know what I mean. It's no different to home solar. You buy home solar, spend £5,000 and then get free bills. So it's the same thing here, but on a slightly smaller scale. Now, to be completely honest, when I was first sent this power station, I thought it was a bit of an overkill for how I do car camping, both in terms of size and in terms of capacity. But what I can happily say is that after 8 months of using it, well, what I soon found was that I really enjoyed having that much capacity available. So not the wattage, not what I could power, but just the fact that I didn't have to worry about the power that I was using, because I knew I had more than I would ever need on a car camp. Have I had any difficulties with this power station over the last 8 months? Well, you would know that already because I would have told you in the videos. No, it's been absolutely fine for me. I've had no problems with this whatsoever. I am happy to report. And it wouldn't be a proper power station video if I didn't walk you through all the different connections that you have. So you have a raft of AC adapters on the front. You have some USB-A's, some USB-C's, a nice little 12-volt cigarette lighter, and then the all-important 2 wireless charging ports on the top of the unit. And like the R700, the R1500 can be charged or multi-charged in a variety of ways. So you could charge off the mains and a USB-C at the same time. You could charge off the mains and solar, I think. We could do solar and cigarette lighter, but you get the idea. Basically, you can charge in different ways to really speed the charging up. And there's a new item I haven't used on a car camp yet, and it's one where I think the beast will come into its own.
And that would be my brand new CPAP.
So if this power station is one that you're interested in, or if you're looking at something smaller like the ALLPOWERS 200, the 300 or the 700, well, you can check out all those videos that I've done of those different power stations, and in the video description what you'll find are permanent 10% discount codes for all of those power stations. Well, as always, I hope you found this video useful, and until next time, take care.